Now, when first proposed, many had hoped the Oklahoma lottery would help fill budget gaps in education funding. In the subsequent decade, what we've seen is not the financial windfall some had predicted, but more of a targeted solution to help schools buy equipment and fund programs they otherwise would not be able to afford. With more on that, our Andy Barth is at our state capitol.
Well, Rob, in 2004, Oklahomans overwhelmingly voted for the Oklahoma Education Lottery Act, sending net proceeds from lottery games straight to Oklahoma's education system. And 10 years later, those proceeds continue to grow. From scratch tickets to the big jackpot, as Oklahomans try to strike it rich, they also invest in Oklahoma's future.
The ultimate beneficiary are the school children of Oklahoma, all the way from K through 12 in career tech programs and in higher education. And ultimately, the state benefits by having a better educated, better funded education system.
Rollo Redburn is the executive director of the Oklahoma Lottery, a program he says is a large financial supporter of Oklahoma education.
The money that has been appropriated to K through 12 by the legislature, that has totaled about, this last year it's about $271 million has gone to common schools.
A large sum of money, yet Redburn says some Oklahomans aren't impressed.
I've heard that people who are not lottery supporters try to figure out how to detract from that contribution, but to me it's $271 million that common schools would not have had if we didn't have the lottery.
And while common education is the largest beneficiary, in total nearly $650 million has been raised for education. Higher ed receives nearly 40%, and teachers' retirement, school consolidation, and career tech each receives 5%. And at Meridian Tech in Stillwater, Deanna Little says the money wasn't difficult to get.
We just identified the need and showed the impact that would have on the students and the future workforce in the counties that we serve.
Meridian Tech used their money to upgrade their Mazak machine, a vital component to their product development and machining program. The cost, $32,000. And Little says it wouldn't have been possible without the lottery.
The lottery funds were vital for us to enhance the program. Very expensive pieces of equipment that we wouldn't have been able to do without the grant money.
And for instructor Jimmy Williams, lottery dollars enable students to use industry standard equipment.
It's a good justification because we did purchase this equipment in which everybody has. If you go out to the small shops, everybody's running Hoss equipment.
And despite the criticism, Redburn is happy with the lottery's contributions.
Overall, the lottery through this fiscal year we just completed has contributed more than $600 million to education programs in Oklahoma. And I don't care who you are, you can't tell me that's not a success.
Well, now the Oklahoma Lottery definitely has its critics. Some believe the lottery doesn't give enough to education, while others are simply against the gambling aspect.
So what about those fears that the lottery could contribute to gambling addiction?
Well, Rob, before last year, the Oklahoma Lottery gave $500,000 annually to the state of Oklahoma to help with gambling addiction treatment. This year, they gave $750,000, and they will be continuing to do that for the foreseeable future.
All right, thanks so much, Andy.
You're welcome, Rob.
Now, when we return, a legacy industry for the state that is looking towards the future.